What the heck?
And dang it. Hey YouTubers, Raven here. And we're starting our live stream now from the beginning of the Supergirl part of the crossover to do this thing. Not coming up on my thing. Subscriptions. Here we go. So well, he became Superman. Oh my gosh.
Black, dark Superman.
Mm-hmm. I got a bit hungry. Since I had to go there anyway.
You need some napkins.
I have some. Bum, bum,
It's over. What are you talking about? Look, it's us. Marion Oliver. Oh, I know who you are. Your confusion lies with me. The monitor gave you the book back, showed me how to really use it. You can't just write yourself as a hero. It doesn't work that way, doesn't it, though? You were struck by lightning. I was given the book. By a higher power, both random acts of chance. This
random act of chance, my ass.
You look really, Barry looks really good in that leather jacket.
Yes, he does. Hot baby.
Well, okay then.
Damn.
He should be Superman in the movies too, because apparently Henry Cavill isn't doing it anymore.
They keep saying that about everyone, so I really don't give a crap what they're saying about what's happening or not happening in the movies because they have contracts. So.
Well, all of the Avenger actors though, theirs are up. They're done.
Yeah.
They're not doing anymore.
I know. There's no plan for them to do it anymore. If there were, then they'd pay for their contract to get renewed.
Yeah.
But we don't need any more stories for them, so it doesn't matter. Oh, this is so weird.
Did you see the link I sent you about the Crisis one? That's going to be the next crossover next year. Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Crisis. Without his speed, Barry can't do very much.
Yeah. Oh, really? Well,
It is so weird seeing Killer Frost and John Diggle alongside Evil.
yeah.
You're not Superman.
And yet, I am all that you once were. No offense to Barry Allen, but as a hero, you are so much more than just faster than a speeding bullet.
So you're imitating my powers and my family crest, but not my gender? Too afraid to be a woman?
No, I'm not afraid of anything.
Too afraid to be a woman?
Destiny reveals to me all there is to know about Barry Allen and Oliver Queen, but for you and this Man of Steel, there was nothing. Nothing but the android you fought in Central City. It's as if you don't exist in this world.
That's why you locked me up. You doubted my powers.
I don't know who you are. I don't know how you got here, but none of that matters because I am now you. New and improved. And you will never see the
Evil never be part of the super family. Come on.
There's nothing to
I mean, evil is made, not born. I'm sorry.
Being Superman.
It's true.
I think it's crime. But
I'm quoting
there are
Regina Mills. It is made, not born.
These cells are controlled 24/7, so give me bright ideas, or you will end up hurting in a very painful way.
The only way out of here for you is in a casket.
Oh my gosh. She looks so weird with her hair like that.
Yeah, she really looks different.
Alex just totally suits the new do that she's done.
Oh, you think you know that, agent? You see, I scrambled the reality of everyone on this earth. No one is who they were. But I guess even rewritten destiny has a way of playing jokes. You'd be a good prisoner. Or I killed her.
You're a monster.
No. I'm Superman.
You're not Superman. Don't say that. Freaking little nerdy doctor can't even.
He's wearing the crest, so while he's wearing the crest, he's Superman.
That's BS. If I put the crest on myself, that doesn't make me Supergirl.
Yeah, I know.
It's time we talk about their destiny.
Yes, talk about their destiny and tell us. The Monitor. Dun dun dun.
He's just the messenger.
No, he's not.
I know, I'm just saying. He was making it seem like he was just the messenger.
When?
Well, not just the messenger, but I mean, like, essentially, it's the doctor or somebody higher than the Monitor.
No one's higher than the Monitor.
You must confess. What?
Even with the book, the Doctor's not higher than the Monitor.
You must confess. My interest is piqued. You possess neither power nor abilities and still manage to outwit an opponent. Powers of the Superman. It's just one word, Superman. What is this? If you're testing us, then let us get back to it. Oliver Queen. Man who channels his hubris and anger and calls it strength. Are you truly that eager to die? No, not yet. Willing. Ready to. Good. Might be hope for this universe yet. If that's supposed to be a pep talk, I've had better. Self-sacrifice alone will not see you through this trial. Survival will only be found by knowing your true self. This world will be doomed. Like all the others. Okay, that's enough. Those are glass
I wish that we got a scene with him and Iris on a motorcycle.
You guys are bad guys, stands to reason that our good guy friend is now.
That'd be so hot.
Sure.
I just feel like,
Where do girls hang out in the city?
Everyone's scared of them.
This is a terrible idea. Keep saying that.
It's Gary!
Gary, he's the bartender!
Legends, yeah. Looking for Cisco Ramon.
You mean the boss?
The boss?
The boss is Bruce
Oh my
Springsteen.
gosh.
I'm just kidding. That's his nickname. Is he a mafia boss? A biker boss.
Alex. How do you know my name? I'm not from the surf. Where I come from, we're sisters. You are as despicable as they come. I mean, the stories of all the twisted things that you've done. Alex, I know things look one way to you, that I look one way to you, but the way things are, it's not real. Not really real. And if you just let me explain, I can tell you. You are dangerous and you are clearly crazy. And I have work to do. No, wait, just let me explain. I can tell you everything.
We need to talk.
Should have mentioned the mom or dad's name.
My assistant should have an opening around Korea, so let's go. We need your help. Listen, I don't know who you think you are, but around here, people call me Mr. Ramon.
You got a problem here, Mr. Ramon?
Case in point. Jimmy, I think the pet shop boys here need an education on how things work around here.
I don't think that should be a problem. You don't call me Superman's voice pal for nothing.
The heck?
His voice pal?
He either said voice power or voice pal. I don't know.
People don't call me Superman's voice pal for nothing. The fudge does that even mean?
I don't know. He's probably trying to act like a bouncer or something.
Well, he is one.
Well, yeah, but I mean, just like there was no reason for him to say that. I don't know what that means. So.
Yes. You can call me Mr. Ramon.
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
No.
It's from an old movie.
With hundreds of holiday gifts, RC Willie has something for everyone on your list. Plus, items are in stock now.
Good day, sucks.
This is a proposal from the past. See, I like watching my people.
So I guess we got that in common.
You got this right.
No, they don't.
Is now okay time to ask for a selfie? Stop. Jimmy, what are you thinking? We're gonna kill him here, now? Gary's still cleaning up from the last mess you made, Clockwork Orange. Throw him out in the alley.
Wow.
All right, come on, let's go.
I've seen Clockwork Orange, and that's a disturbing ass movie.
Stop. Hold on. As you know, Dante, it's a long story. If you were here, you'd tell you to listen to our proposal. What's our proposal? How'd you like to get rid of Superman?
How'd you like to get rid of Superman?
Now he's intrigued.
So, talk fast. Right. First, we need to know if you can vibe. Can I vibe? Teleport. I'm not gonna braid chicken something out. Rhetorical question. How do you think I got into all those bank vaults? You didn't know that. You came in here not knowing if I could do what you thought I could do. That's very risky. I'm kind of desperate. Please keep giving me more reasons to not do business with you. All right, listen, you can use your powers for so much more than breaking into bank vaults. Go back to the part about taking down Super Dick. That's the part I want to hear.
Super Dick.
Well, I mean, right now he is being a super
use your
dick.
powers to get to a whole different Earth. A whole different Earth. Tell me more.
Damn. Big guys out chasing down the lead on the twins. You know, Diggle can monitor his sorry sacks. It's okay. I still have some work to do. You know, that's the third time in just as many weeks I've told you to go home, and you've turned me down. You know, this sorry little pout's really bringing me down. So why don't you want to go home? Boyfriend troubles? No boyfriend. No boyfriend presently. But you were dating that dweeb in IT. Not impressed, by the way. Okay, it was a couple of dates. And now he's dating Pam in each of her. Always got to type. Also, not impressed. You need to leave this place. You've got to get a life. Look, I love what I do. The work is important. Well, now you sound like a big guy. And you and I both know I don't mean that as a compliment. Look, I'm sure the work we do for the city is great, but half of what we do around here is really just to prop his ego up. Truth, justice, and the American way. More like me, myself, and I. All work and no play doesn't just make a girl dull. Turns your heart to ice. And trust me. I appreciate the offer. I'm gonna stay just the same. Suit yourself.
If you're gay on one earth, you're gay on them all. Come on.
Captain Cold wasn't.
Don't.
He wasn't.
Well, you never found out his sexuality.
Well, we know that he was with Sarah on Legends, and then the next time we saw
He was
him,
flirting with
he
Sarah.
was with the guy.
He was flirting with Sarah. They never actually had anything.
He could have been bisexual.
Cora, Mr. Ramon, am I supposed to believe this guy Superman? Would you get him off the street? You don't even look like him. Hey, what's this?
Yeah, you shouldn't touch that.
You could do a party with this thing. Get some party favors. You know, I know a guy. But everything is back to normal. Well, not everything.
Why isn't anybody joining?
Where's Cora?
Who cares? Did you go some Twitter? They'll probably figure out. Oh, I'm having fun.
How do you know that? Alex Danvers taught it to me.
What language was that?
I told you I'm not from this earth. The Alex on my earth spent the summer in
Alex Danvers would not know
Jeremiah and
Kryptonians.
Liza when she was 6. She was homesick. And a girl from the village helped just sneak down to one of the temples one night. She wrote a note and she put it in a crack in the wall, hoping it would come true. I was 7, not 6. And that little girl in the village, she taught me that rhyme. It means pinky swear. My Alex taught it to me. First night was the bounty under
Do the pinky swear.
My Alex was always drawn to service, so it's not surprising that you care deeply, so deeply, about this world and all the people in it. But on my earth, Alex doesn't just have a job. She's in charge of a place like this. She's in charge. She's a leader who's just and proud. When someone tells her to do something she knows is wrong, she gives them hell. And she does what's right. She doesn't have powers like I do, but she's a hero. And she has the biggest heart of anyone I know, even though she doesn't always like to show it. She has good friends. A real family of support that she's created for herself. And she doesn't hide who she is. She wants a wife and kids. She's optimistic that she can have it all. It's not an if, it's a win. She sounds pretty awesome. She is. I know I'm not your sister on this planet. I guess my pod didn't land here, but you're still that person. I can tell. I know it. Superman rewrote this reality to make us all his prisoners. I think you're smart enough to see through him. If I were to let you out of that cell, you would. Stop him? Picky swear.
You'd what? Stop him?
He's changed all of Central City, maybe even the whole world. Everybody thinks he's you, and we're bad. I mean,
I
am bad.
You're like a bad boy.
It's nowhere to be found. If we get the book back, we should be able to rewrite reality again. Yeah? How are you going to do that? You got a magic pen lying around somewhere behind these ice walls?
It's not a pen, it's just a mind. I've encountered books like this before. The author writes things into existence through sheer force of will. But
Like Once Upon a
changing the
Time,
story comes at a cost.
Do you have any idea where
when
the
Henry
is?
was the author.
You actually write in that
Also
book.
hold a Kryptonian.
Yeah.
And he can write,
Start with that,
like,
except this is
he had to write a certain way.
time there once.
This is just you think about it and it happens.
Did I say you could touch me? Did I say you could touch me? I missed that part.
Did I say you could touch
I
me?
have to go.
Did I say you could touch me? I missed that part.
You know, when I said you should get out there and start dating Danvers, this isn't quite what I had in mind.
I warned you.
No, I tricked her into opening my cell. We don't know each other. Yes, we do. She's my sister.
Well, then you can burn together. Bye. Nice suit.
Nice suit.
Bye now.
Right? Superman be Superman, biatches. Good one's gonna win. Whoop your ass. Oh, that's so good. Yes. Oh, there's penguins on that commercial.
What's so funny about penguins?
Inside joke. All American. I don't watch that.
I don't either. Just another sports show.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have a word, please?
I'm sure it's good. I just
I'm out. You ladies have fun. By the way.
It's okay. We're digging. Superman, keep something valuable. Anything of importance to him, he keeps in a place called the Fortress of Solitude. I'll take you there.
I just came from the Fortress of Solitude. That poor plane. Or Helicopter. Why did I say plane?
Because it's in the sky.
Hmm. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman. No, it's underdog.
Underdog. Underdog. Dang. Freaking domino effect.
Right? Bizarro.
Wait, so that's Bizarro?
Gosh, no. Oh. That was good though.
Yeah.
This is time vault. It's not the fortress of anything, it's a time vault.
What is the time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know how we can do this. I suggest whatever it is I need to find out you're far away from here.
I'll do that.
I'll get this to him.
She doesn't know. She
Who
doesn't.
doesn't know?
They're not just weak to kryptonite. Magic can hurt them. How did it not hurt him?
So anytime that book is opened and stuff is released, does it like change the reality?
Yeah.
Aw, he needs to put the leather jacket on though.
Mm-hmm.
I missed that. Put it on over your suit. Just put it on over your flash suit. Come on.
Not if I kill you first. Oh, you don't. Not to save me. You don't have to do this. You go back to jail. You don't. You can overcome it. Be different. You can be better. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the monitor's test.
Be a different color. Oh boy, he's got the book again. Why? They keep freaking losing the book and going back to him. It's just annoying. It is.
I need to watch more of that show. Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
More what?
The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. It's an Amazon show. Like on Amazon Prime Video.
Right.
I'm on season 1. I think they released season 2 already. I don't know. It's an interesting show.
Yeah.
It's like it's a comedy because like it takes place in the 50s and she's like this housewife, but like she ends up getting into stand up and stuff. And it's good.
Yeah.
It's done by the same people that created Gilmore Girls. So Amy and Dan Palladino or whatever.
Cash Creek Holiday Cheats and Cash from January 1st.
It won like a bunch of awards at the award shows last year. For this year. Yeah, it won stuff this year. Like it took away a lot of, I think it was Emmys. Because I actually watched the Emmys this year, and it took a lot of Emmys. And so I was like, well, maybe I should check it out. So
Right.
I did. Wait, what was that? Was that part of Riverdale?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
He really rewrote the world with that book. Rewrote my life. Yeah. That's funny. Because I feel like this was always me. But I guess everybody does, right? This is you. Someone who's willing to stand up for what's right. And after all of this goes back to normal, it'll still be who you are. Your sister is a very lucky woman.
Yeah, sure.
I'm a lucky sister.
You're both lucky to have each other in your lives, okay?
what? No! Not the SS thing again.
Slowly Earth's rotation.
Everything else.
Break the book out of Lincoln's hands. And what's right on it?
We can do this.
Yeah, unless he takes it again.
When I opened the book, I watched both of you die doing exactly what you're talking about. It's in the book. It's destiny. I believe Clark.
We have to try something. Ready?
Laura! Where do you go? I have an idea. Just get the book and Barry and Carl. We need to hope destinies can be rewritten.
We need to hope destinies can be rewritten.
Well, I mean, now they're Superman. He can do it, then yeah, they can do it.
Yeah. But it doesn't change the person's destiny, it just changes what they do in the moment.
Yeah.
Their destiny is ultimately up to them. Their death is always set and whatever. It's just
Wasn't that fate? Aren't fate and destiny like different?
they're intertwined.
Yeah.
You're destined to be with that person. You're fated to be with that person. It's the same thing.
But you think because it's called the Book of Destiny that it would change destinies and rewrite destiny. So.
Think. If you just yell loud enough, you can command a god. You're not a god. Yet there isn't a name for what I am, so I suppose God will have to.
You're a monitor. Shut up.
Whenever you play God, bad things happen.
He's not playing God. He said that you have no name for me, so God will have to do.
In any of the universes you tested, if anyone has ever stood and confronted you like this. Yes. You are the first in a multitude. I'm not who you need. You said I'd pass the test if I knew my true self? My true self is filled with darkness. Barry and Kara are different. They inspire hope. They inspire people because they are the best of us. And if this test of yours is going to kill our best chance at stopping this crisis, well, as gods go, you're not a very smart one. The universe is a complex piece of machinery. Balance must be maintained. One change requires another. How would you propose I keep the balance?
How would you propose he keeps the balance, Ollie? How would you propose that?
I don't know, kill Barry and Tara.
No, he's trying to make a deal so that they don't die.
I know, but it'll probably be like right at the last second.
The metal. Man, steel.
Yeah.
They brought back the robot. Amazing. I am the master of this world. Lois came with the hammer. Thank you for including me.
Brady.
The powers of Superman. This is exciting. Thank you for bringing me. Come on.
See, I told you, they're going to start disintegrating, and it's going to be like right at the last second, and then he'll make the deal, and they won't die.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Slow-mo falling.
Come on. This is so good, guys. So good. It's so good. It's so good. I am, Monty. I am.
Oh, finally, somebody comments.
Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Yeah.
Like, in general, you're tired?
Yes, in general, I am tired.
The only thing I care
That's what we have to watch next!
That is being recorded, isn't it?
Yes. I went in earlier and hit record on it. It's recording. I didn't do series record on that.
I know, that's why I asked to make sure.
I got it.
Mm-hmm. Oh. How you been, Monty? It's been a while.
Did you join us for the other two?
Yeah, not just for the first one. Yeah, Ollie. Shoot it. He shot the book.
They're so cute!
Mm-hmm.
I love Chloe.
Right? Lois is amazing.
Chloe and West Allen are my favorite DC comic book couples.
Yeah.
that are canon.
Right. He shot the book and destroyed it.
Well, that's good.
Then you know why I
Tomato's motherboard. You're brainy. Absorb it. And absorb the knowledge.
It's like the board. They absorb all of the technology and knowledge of everybody else.
I would feel it's perfectly without giving Lois another reason to dive head first in nature.
Aww.
It's so cute.
It's like that whole where you jump, I jump. I dive where you dive.
Yes, a good choice.
Until next time. Peace out.
Peace out.
Smallville. Did you get the song again?
No.
Somebody save me. He fed the cows. Throws the bale of hay. Y'all gonna eat.
We really are so much stronger than every time we're together, I see it. Which is why I know what I'm doing is okay.
What are you doing? You need to stop beating around the bush. People like people who are direct. What's going on? I told you we had a lot of fun on Argo.
Slowly.
We're all adults. Oh my god! Baby!
I thought that was what it was. I was like, I bet they're pregnant.
Yeah.
A little longer than that. But this fight, it reminded me of everything that I could lose. But the only reason I feel safe hanging in my cape for a while is because of you. The world doesn't need Superman if it has Supergirl.
It's actually probably a bit safer. A study out of Harvard last year said that women respond better than men under competitive pressure. We are better in a crisis. We're apt to ask questions when we're unsure. Not that you are not totally true.
Bottom line, the world's safe with you.
Miss you guys.
Aww. They're leaving Earth to go live on Argo.
Honestly, the world might be fine with just Car and Amber. Your cousin ain't half bad. Clark. What? It's burning.
Oh, no.
Next time, use your heat vision.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I just wanted tonight to be special.
Right.
Because I want every night to be special.
He's gonna propose.
I mean,
They're not married?
I don't know. He said I wanted tonight to be special.
with you, I'm so mad.
Yes, he's proposing.
What did I tell you, Candace? Direct.
They've been together all this time and they're not married.
No.
Wow. I thought they would be married.
Right.
Because in the movies they are, aren't they?
No.
The newer one.
Oh, no. They just met.
Okay. Well.
fine.
Oh. I mean, you guys have been together forever. Like, you really think she's not gonna say yes, Clark? Like, come on. You guys have been together for so long. She wouldn't be with anybody else. But it was cute. It was very cute.
Getting so many clears in me. I'm gonna miss that. Faster. What? That's a simple black call. Do they have a name for everything? So I feel like I should be thanking you for something. Come on, you talked to him, didn't you? You got him to change your destiny somehow. You can't change your destiny, Barry, by being the heroes. But you always have that. Hey, I've been you. I lived it. I felt it. Good man. So are you. You don't want people to believe it. Not as good as you think I am. But because of you, I think I'll get there someday.
That's all he really needed you to say.
Should I hug it out? No. And I really mean it this time. Twice you've made me hug you. No. Right? Hey, I mean it.
Twice you made me hug you.
Propose a toast.
What's wrong with hugs?
To appreciating what you have.
That's another ending for him, foreshadow.
Yeah.
Oh.
For sure.
I mean, you really don't want two of the same show on, and Batwoman and Arrow are very similar.
Yeah. I mean, Arrow's on its 7th season.
Tell me this deranged doctor of yours isn't going to be a bigger problem. Because I hear he's made a friend.
Friend of who?
Everything is as it should be. The stage is set. Worlds will live. Worlds will die. And the universe will never be the same.
Mm-hmm.
Crisis on Infinite Earth. I feel like this ended a lot faster than the other ones did.
Yeah.
I like that car.
Right. Kara Danvers' life is over? What?
I
It's way too risky. We got people out there searching for us.
Which one of you sit here watching get worse? If it was me laying there, you'd do the exact same thing, wouldn't you?
Damn.
Yeah,
That was pretty good.
it was.
It was very good.
It was.
So yeah,
I feel like that was really short.
right.
Like, I feel like the others went longer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this didn't even seem like it was an hour.
No,
It's weird.
but that was because we were able to fast forward most, if not all, the commercials.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, it was really good. What did you like about this episode?
I don't know. Like, it was a bit lighter than, the Arrow one, of course, because it's Supergirl.
Right.
But yeah, I just I don't know. I liked all the close stuff and just seeing them all work together as a team, and then what Kara was saying to Alex to help her to understand that even though things have been altered, they're still sisters and they'll always be sisters. And you know, she knows who she is and that she can still have that. Like, it's not if, it's when,
Right.
you know, and
you'll find the right woman, you'll get married, and you'll find the perfect kids to adopt. Because Alex deserves to be with someone she loves.
right. God, Batwoman.
Right? Batwoman. Alex date Batwoman.
Yeah. Anyway.
Too bad our Alex didn't get to meet her.
Yeah.
That makes me sad.
And just the fact that like Barry and Oliver have like come kind of to more of an understanding. And I mean, I've said that for like all of them, but I mean, really, they truly know what it's like to be the other person now because they've lived that. They've lived in the other person's shoes. They've had those powers. They know, they understand, and they know what that person deals with.
Right.
So they have a clear understanding, and they can connect better with each other and not clash as much because they get it.
Yeah. I like that Oliver was able to realize that Barry's life isn't rainbows and kittens.
Exactly.
Like he thought it was.
Right.
There's some serious horrors in his past and in his present.
Yeah, and I think that was part of why Oliver acted the way he did towards Barry, because he didn't think that he understood his life and what he goes through. And he's like, I do, because I've gone through traumatic experiences as well.
Yeah, but Oliver, like Barry, just always let him think whatever he thought.
Oh, yeah.
But now that when he was Barry, it, like, he has all the memories of being Barry.
Yeah.
You know, like, he knows what he went through. And, like, the villains that he's faced, and so he just understands it, you know?
Yeah.
So, and Barry better understands why Oliver is the way he is, and I think it's a really good point for them. I liked Barry and Ollie in the biker gear.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They were very smexy.
I wish we could have seen more of that. Like, I wish we could have seen them have that, but also have their powers. Like, that would have been so sexy. Like, oh my gosh.
I do wish they would have, because the book is obviously some sort of not obviously, but to me it seems like it's a magical tome.
Yeah.
And so it makes sense as to why Kara couldn't really open it. She couldn't use it properly. And so it does not make sense to me that Superman could, that Clark could open it, that Clark could use it. Because Clark, like, they're weak to magic. They can't do anything that involves magic because it does to them basically the same thing Kryptonite does. It's one of their very few weaknesses, and so I think that was played out fairly badly here. I know that they haven't established that in this universe, but I'm sorry, in every universe, Superman can't deal with magic. He can't.
Right. He can't.
So I don't understand how they figured this would be okay. I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. So that really bothered me.
Yeah.
But
and the way Cisco was, like, Mr. Ramon, like, was he like a mafia boss or something? And then Gary being the bartender and like being all obsessed with them, and calling them legends, not superheroes.
Yeah, well, they weren't heroes.
They were legends, but it was still cool that was snuck in there.
Right. Because he's from the show Legends.
Yeah.
I like that Lois came to rescue the day with the hammer.
Yes.
Now, I don't know whose hammer that is.
Maybe it's the Did that the guy have the Destiny guy have
No.
not the monitor that cloak that in Smallville the guy like Destiny or whatever
Dr. Fate?
Yeah, did he have a hammer?
No.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, no, he just had a helmet that showed him the future.
Okay.
I
mean, I thought it might be related to.
No.
Just because Destiny.
No.
Book of Destiny.
I
don't know. I don't know whose hammer it can't be Thor's because Thor's Marvel, so.
Exactly. And Thor's is double-sided.
Yes.
But I don't know whose hammer this could be. And I was kind of shocked by the power it put out that Lois could still control it.
Yeah.
Because we saw Cisco touch it and the light like radiated and like blinded everyone. Mm-hmm. But like Lois picks it up and just bam on the ground and it does what she wants it to. What the hell is up with that?
Maybe she's the only one who can control it.
I don't know. I doubt that, but
or maybe whoever possesses it can control it.
No. It might be like a human thing. It like seeing as Cisco's meta-human, he's not a basic human.
Yeah.
It might be the Kryptonian going inside of her that let her use it.
Maybe.
I don't know, because we did find out that Lois is pregnant.
Yeah.
And they're leaving the show
and going to Argo.
For Argo, which is.
And then he proposed, which I thought they already were married.
Mm-hmm. And Argo is the last remaining remnants of Krypton surviving on an asteroid circling whatever system. Like I think it's our system, I think,
yeah.
But it's a little further away than just our solar system. It is somewhere in our little galaxy, but
yeah, I mean, like the proposal was cute and beautiful and everything. It's just I just thought that they were already married because they're pretty established as a couple, and I thought that that had already happened like off screen or whatever, but it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Smallville they get married. So.
Well, yeah, but different actors, different universe. So, and it also took them like 5 years to actually get married.
Well, yeah, because they had it be in the last episode.
Yeah. So I mean.
Well, they didn't technically become a couple until season 9, so really it only took them like 2 years to get married.
They were unofficially dating that entire time. So, yeah, it was a good show. It did seem really short.
It did, probably because we got through the commercials.
Right.
And because without the commercials, it's only like 42 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I was kind of sad they didn't really bring in many more heroes.
Yeah.
Like Lois brought with her Martian Manhunter and Brainiac. Mm-hmm. And I have to say they didn't do like how I was complaining about the BS with Superman and magic. I do have to complain about another hero and his weakness. Jean did not seem affected whatsoever by the plume of fire that shot out at him. I'm sorry, but fire is a Martian's weakness. And he didn't shrink away, didn't seem hurt or affected by the fact that fire was basically like the explosion happened and a plume of fire just shot towards him. I'm sorry, but if that's my only weakness, I'm not just gonna like block the humans and be like, oh, I'm gonna stand still. I'm like, I right? Like, of course, I'll still block the humans and protect them, but I'm gonna flinch a little bit.
Right.
Like, that's my weakness.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing I'm most scared of in my entire existence. And I'm not gonna flinch in the face of it. Like, I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah.
Like, Superman and Supergirl flinch in the face of kryptonite all the time. You're not going to tell me that one of the only weaknesses that I'm aware of for the Martian Manhunter, fire, you're not going to flinch your ass? Like, no. Not okay. Like, we already established in Supergirl that he's kind of scared of fire. Like, as per usual for a Martian. And so, I mean, he's already established that he's scared of fire. So being not scared of fire in this instance, when he has not shown growth to be no longer affected by it, you know, no emotional growth that I'm not scared of my fear or my weakness or whatever, has happened. So therefore, you're still scared as crap by fire. So you're not going to stand in the face of adversity and be like, stoic. I'm sorry, that's BS. So yeah. I enjoyed this very much. I'm wondering what Oliver's deal was with the monitor to save Barry
I wonder what that was too.
And Carl.
Because somehow they were able to rewrite destiny.
They were supposed to die saving the world, yeah.
Yeah, so they rewrote it so that wouldn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, like, I thought that it was a good conclusion.
Mm-hmm. It was the second time that basically saying we don't know how long we've got between Barry and Oliver pointed towards Oliver.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Arrow has been on the longest of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, if it's getting close to the end, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know?
Their viewership had declined drastically, like
not surprising
by
to me,
huge
honestly.
numbers. And I mean, it's been slowly going back up.
Yeah.
But I think the damage is done.
Right. Kind of like with Once Upon a Time. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that went for 7 seasons, and like once they changed it up in season 7, like, yeah, a lot of people were really into it and it was getting good ratings and stuff, but it was still the last season.
Yeah.
So, because it had kind of gone down the previous 2 or 3 seasons. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And because, like I was saying earlier, you don't want 2 of the same thing airing on the channel.
Yeah.
And they chose to do Arrow first because they were never going to get the Batman, like the go-ahead to use Batman.
Right.
And so they never foresaw themselves even being able to use anyone from the Bat family. So they went with Arrow so that they could have that dark brooding, like, detective type, non-superhero hero. And it worked for a long time.
Yeah.
But now that it's not, like, and you're able to use part of the Bat family, by all means use the Bat family. Like, this is exciting, and I'm really happy about it. I like where they're going with Arrow. I like what's been happening, but I'm not going to shed a tear when it gets canceled.
Oh, yeah, no.
But yeah, I'm hoping that it's Arrow's place that it takes, because there's rumors that it could also be Legends, because their viewership is very down as well. No. But it's been getting better and better.
Season 3 was freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's just season 1 is kind of like this long haul stretch that everyone has to get through.
Liked season 3.
Yeah.
Last season was awesome.
But, like, if you want to start from the beginning and watch season 1, it's the hardest season to get through. Yeah. And for that reason, it's kind of hard, like, because it hasn't done particularly well because of that.
Right.
So,
but I mean, that's happened with other shows too. I mean, first seasons of shows aren't always that great sometimes and don't do as well, but then the other seasons are a lot better and it picks up and everything.
Yeah. So they're, I mean, it's getting better, and I think that since it's the younger show, they should keep that and get rid of Arrow, like they've been hinting.
I mean, Supergirl and Legends are on the same season. They're both on season 4, and The Flash is season 5, and
Arrow is season 8, 7, whatever. But yeah,
because that started in 2012.
So Batwoman will start shooting in, I think they said March. Okay. Because it has to get its pilot out. And so
that means that like either Arrow will probably start winding down this season, or it'll have one more season and then that'll be the end.
Yeah, maybe
or like a half 8 season, like 13 episodes.
Maybe. Who knows? But I'm excited to what the future holds.
Next year's crossover looks freaking awesome.
I am confused on how that's going to work though.
Yeah.
Because like the article you sent me says, the article in the Time Vault says 2024. Next season isn't 2024. Barry hasn't made Nora yet.
Yeah.
Like, Iris isn't even prego. I mean...
unless that happens.
Or next season before the crossover.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Barry was there for the first, year and a half to maybe 3 years of her life. She just doesn't really have much, if any, memory of him.
Yeah, because that was pretty young.
Yeah, but he was there. He was there for the baby stuff.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to do something to make that okay.
Right. They might have to just make it in the future. Make it be in the future in that year and everything.
Yeah. Or just massively time skip next season for all the shows.
Yeah, which they'll probably do.
Yeah.
Because if Legends is going to be a part of the crossover, they're going to have to do that too.
Well, Legends can just time skip wherever the hell they want to be.
True. True. They can.
Yeah. And I liked that Supergirl tonight when they were all going back. She was like, this is becoming an annual thing.
Yeah. Peace out. Until next time.
Yeah. But that's the second time in this crossover that they've hinted at crossovers.
Yeah, I like how they are adding it in now and making a reference about it.
They're kind of poking fun at it.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to see how they added them. But yeah, it's been great. And the first instance of mentioning about the crossover, I know it wasn't in the crossover, but it happened during the period of the crossover. So that's why I said that it was in the crossover, because it's the period of the crossover. Because it happened last night in Legends. That was last night, right? Was it last night for Legends?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the mention of the crossover. Yeah. But yeah. I enjoyed this.
I thought it was good, yeah.
So,
I mean, all 3 episodes were great. I don't know who the person that Doctor's going to be working with is.
I watched the video and I heard his name, but I can't freaking remember. And I can't really remember because it's not actually a name that I recognize. Okay. It's not someone that I know. I might have heard his name in passing,
right?
But I don't remember what it was.
Like, you're not familiar with it.
Right. I think he's more of a Batwoman thing. Okay. Or like a Bat family in general. Yeah. And that's like not my area. Yeah. So, yeah. I guess until next time, love yourself and be happy.